So hello, and once again Ил2 Штурмовик and combat strafing on P-40 mission. Let's join Finnish VIRTUALPILOTS server. I've got very limited time today, very inconvenient for me to play and stream on Sunday, but I definitely will not have any other opportunity till next Saturday, and maybe next Saturday it will be complicated. So let me check everything. Video is there. I've got very sound is there. Chat message, and we're good to go. It's beautiful. 0.2 turbulence on Finnish server. I'm really lucky with that weather conditions this today, and not very lucky with airfield layout. I would like to do my flight from Khanskaya airfield. Agoy isn't good for me because of those hills and mountains all over this airfield, but still better than nothing. My plan is probably I will do takeoff and formation pattern to the northeast direction, disregarding those hills. Then I'll go west-north, low level, of course. Try and strafe those flak units and vehicles, Opel Blitz trucks on this facility, and tank wagons maybe, and then we'll egress to the north and try and do return to base. Route flying, the northern route. I didn't manage to fulfill that last time. So let's start. P-40 is available. I would pick up the engine, advanced engine settings. Okay, US olive drab 02 mark number. And all set. 100% fuel set. 700 meters convergence range set. All set, and we good to go. I've got beautiful more than 4 hours of mission time. So first I will practice some taxiing on that airfield. First, track IR settings. I need to check my track IR to be 100% sure. Oh, that wasn't okay. I didn't recharge the battery, but anyway, it will survive. let me, yeah, maybe it's okay. Okay, track IR set, joystick, okay, functional. So next, before engine start, setups, props to maximum. You don't need to do any mixture or throttle movement on P-40. P-40 is quite old airplane. I just fix radiator on 50%. It's quite cold, and trims to neutral, and then I didn't fly P-40 for more than a month. I almost forgot. I'm dying to, I want to do takeoff, circuit and landing practice mission, but really no time for that. Engine start. I forgot something. I think I forgot something. No, maybe not. Oh, here you go. That was a, I call it lack of operational readiness. That's normal thing for everybody. That's why you should practice taxiing and landing runs and takeoffs. But Mosquito is very challenging. Of course, P-40 is much easier, but that concerns all procedures without using brakes. Of course, when you use brakes, that's easy on Mosquito also. Either I do not. I tend not to use brakes. That's much more interesting. Much more. So unfortunately, I've got not enough time, very limited timing for me today. But later, I'll do squad diplomacy streaming. Definitely, I will. Okay, parking brakes off. Yeah, parking brakes off. And I'm ready to taxi. Taxiing is gonna be without using brakes. My left hand on throttle lever my joystick, and right hand on joystick itself. On P-40 I use rudder steering while taxiing, while less turning taxiing. You need about 1500 RPM to start moving on grass, on turf, on P-40, but it's quite very cold, only plus 2 degrees centigrade on map, so I will need less engine power, less manifold pressure for normal taxiing speed. And this stream, this sortie, will be real boredom for someone. I'm sorry for that, but I really like that way of playing this game. I like very long route flying, long range missions, and long taxiing before takeoff, and long taxiing after landing. I had no chance to practice. I feel I'm very rusty. This sandy surface is the best surface for you, easiest to handle, and I need to adjust my power. 1200, almost 1300 RPM was too much. It's quite cold, as I said previously. I think you need 1200 for 1250 RPM, maybe a little bit more for normal taxiing speed. So you taxi without using brakes, safe, nice and easy. Taxiing standard operational procedure. S-turning, I steer. I do S-turning by my rudder movement, so prop wash gives me aerodynamic influence, aerodynamic force, so when you deflect your rudder like that, you steer your airplane. And I must say, I just need to adjust a little bit more power, but I will not do that because I'm not sure. My operational readiness is also not good. I'm lacking that, so with these World War II airplanes you need to practice all the time. 1.5–2 weeks in my experience is quite enough to start doing silly mistakes, stupid. In easier situation you do mistakes, so I didn't practice on P-40 I think for more than a month. That was due to limited timing. I can play this beautiful game only when I slept enough, when I'm fresh. For example, squad diplomacy, I'm resuming that gaming lately. I didn't play for about maybe, I don't know, maybe a year, more than half of a year. Is less critical, you can play it even when you're tired, and you can stop playing when you're down. You can do some timeouts, breaks in the middle of the game. This combat aviation sim doesn't give you such opportunity. In my case of course, most of players like very short sorties. I like very long sorties, long range, long time in duration, and I'm struggling right now with setting up the correct power of my engine. My throttle lever gives me only 1230 RPM, and I need 1260 RPM, just like that, 1265 or 1270. Once again, it's not enough, but enough for me to feel the lack of operational readiness. Skills are not there. You lose those skills not practicing for too long, and it's 1290 RPM. That's too much. Okay. That was circling attempt. I was able to correct. I can see that Russian comment in chat. Sorry for not answering. Sometimes I'm not able to answer. And next time I will. The next step I will get on readiness point, rolling to start readiness position, readiness point, and try and do takeoff in that direction. That will be quite tricky. Okay, let's stop now and open our map, lousy map. What's our takeoff heading? Seems to me it's 050. Okay, that's okay. But I will not, if I survive that very long mission, I will do landing on Khanskaya, my favorite airfield on this map. It's quite long, not so short like Agoy. Miserable. Let's, by the way, okay, one click, and Khanskaya will be quite longer. And you can see, no, the Khanskaya is actually the same. That's ugly. And the same, no, not the same direction. Khanskaya is actually 040. So I need to be now in that readiness position. I need to have heading perpendicular to my takeoff heading. So takeoff is 050, and now I've got 060. I need to have 140, sorry. Yeah, that should be better. As you can see, I try to elongate my takeoff distance, and let's say our takeoff time will be, now it's 11:57, 11:58. In 11:80 I will roll to start position, and in 11:59 in 11:58:30 I will roll to start position, and in 11:59 I will do acceleration for takeoff. I will start my takeoff. So 10 seconds, all set. Okay, throttle forward to start moving and turn left. Do not accelerate too much. Do not catch the circling. Don't be too slow. I'm quite good. Do not apply brakes, because who knows, maybe it's too slippery. And in 0 seconds I will move throttle forward, in 5 seconds to 39 inches. I've got different manifold pressure gauge. Technochat on. I just need to take off. Wheels up. RPM down to 72%. Nose down to accelerate a little bit. And Technochat off, throttle back and up to she's stabilized. Perfectly stabilized. I will climb a little bit more than usually. Because I won't be able to fly over those hills. Let's climb 1000 feet at least. And I need to reduce the throttle. It's too cold when it's cold weather, cold air, ambient temperature. You've got more engine power. Okay, Technochat on. I will not be able to do transition into straight and level because of those hills. That's why I hate Agoi. Really hate it. But anyway, I should practice. It will be some practice for me. Throttle a little bit back once again. Too much climbing, but what you can do, nothing you can do with that. I would like to fly from Khanskaya, that's not available and will not be available. That's an ugly multiplayer features. You can choose your airplane, you can choose your fuel and even bombs, rockets, but you cannot choose your airfield. You have to rely on mission creator, on server's master, but I'm already glad I've got low turbulence and I'm not able to overcome that reach. I've almost collide with those treetops. Not good. It's about timing. Not good. Okay, and let's do transition into straight and level, minus 10%. Oh, I'm very rusty. I forgot everything. I didn't play for months. Minus 5% more. Minus 5% more. She's still climbing. 45 seconds till. First left 90 degrees turn, minus 5% more. I'm very rusty, minus 5% more. Technochat off, I don't need it anymore. And I need to shut down there. 15 seconds till. 15 seconds till left 90 degrees turn, and as you can see I've lost my heading. That's my bad. I'm very rusty. That's lack of operational readiness. Skills are not there. You lose skills while if you do not play. So next weekend that P-40 mission will not be available to me, so I made the decision to fly P-40 today, and next Saturday I will play A20 I will not be able to play on Sunday. Okay, my new heading's gonna be 320, I think. Yeah, level up. Beautiful, without that terrible turbulence which isn't developed right in this game. Turbulence isn't right in this game. So without turbulence it's beautiful. Real fun to feel your airplane on stabilized attitude. She doesn't pitch her nose up, pitch her nose down. Her vertical speed is almost zero. I will fix that. I've got some wobbling. Vertical speed isn't zero. Isn't precisely zero. I will fix that. And I've got 10 seconds till second left 90 degrees turn. I will do that formation pattern, even though it's absolutely, my flight profile is very unusual. It's 3000 feet already. I do that formation pattern on 500 feet above the airfield, and now I'm more than 3000 feet. It's almost 10 times more air altitude. That's not what I like. That's not what I wanted. But other airfields are not available. Beautifully stabilized. 230 is my desired heading. I let her lose altitude a little bit. She has accelerated more than I needed. That's my bad. I should watch for that. So let's establish 230 heading. And do that. Beautiful, beautiful. Now I'm opening cowl shutters a little bit just to let her lose airspeed, but the fuel in my auxiliary tank behind pilot's back, fuselage tank, is burning right now, so I've got less and less fuel in that fuselage fuel tank, so my P-40 will lower her nose because of that, and I will need to do a little bit acceleration. Let's say it will be 11 minutes 0 seconds when I start my third left 90 degrees turn. And what about wind shift? I've got 2 meters per second wind, and I will shift 2 clicks, 2000 meters. Which direction? North. So let's do let's do 15 seconds later, third left 90 degrees turn, and 15 seconds later, fourth left 90 degrees turn, and I will see if I get myself right on above that airfield, that landing strip. That will be some wind shift adjustment practice procedure for me, some training. My P-40 is absolutely perfectly stabilized. That's real fun to control your airplane on stabilized attitude, and P-40 is very beautiful and compared to A-20. A-20 is very capricious, doesn't like maintaining heading, and I count 15 seconds, not in 0 seconds, in 15 seconds. I will start my left 90 degrees turn. That will be 15 seconds adjustment for wind shift. Okay, let's start. Additional power plus 1.5 or 2 inches of manifold pressure, pulling up a little bit, not too much. Different behavior. My next heading is gonna be 140. Throttle back once again. Let's maintain 15 degrees bank angle, not letting her lose altitude or gain altitude, because that's bad for airspeed, for maintaining constant airspeed. Airspeed is a key for stabilized attitude. Okay, she is stabilized almost. And the next fourth left 90 degrees turn I will start in 1 minute time. That's Tuapse. I can see Tuapse. I can see on my 11 o'clock. And I should watch my 6 also. When you got stabilized attitude, it's easy. You can maintain heading. P-40 is beautiful airplane for that. She's maintaining heading without me spending my attention. Five seconds left, and start turning. Pull up a little bit, 15 degrees bank angle, pull up a little bit additional power, 1.5 or 2 inches of manifold pressure. Do not pull up too much. She's accelerating. Well, I wasn't precise on that adjustment. So as you can see, there will be some margin, some error. So my new heading is 050. As you can see, about 200 or 300 or about 800 feet or 250 yards error. So I can see the strip. I shouldn't be able to see it. But anyway, some adjustment. I've calculated that in my mind in last second. That shouldn't be. You should be able to paint some route, some profile, flight route, and calculate that on map, on some notebook. That's all should be in the game. So let's turn left once again. We start our route flying, and our route will start from descent, because I will do low level route flying. Not yet. My new heading is gonna be 270. I understand that gameplay is very boring, unbelievably. That's a very poor stream, but I like it. So I'm sorry, that's the way I play this game. I like not to use unrealistic and historical features of multiplayer. I don't like very short missions. Okay, now I do transition into descending. Techno-chat on minus 10%. Minus 5% of it. She's blowing her nose. Minus 5% more. Minus 5% more. I should adjust power so she's not lose engine temperature. Minus 5% more, and that's it. I don't need any more. And I should retard the throttle. That was my mistake. That I'm very rusty with that P-40. More than a month I didn't play P-40. That's my main aircraft. More than a month, so I should have about 14, maybe 13 inches of manifold pressure. I was too late with retarding the throttle. That was my bad, so now I've got up and down wobbling because of that, so no stabilized attitude. That was my bad. As you can see, the sea surface view is very bad. I don't like this picture. In 2014, that maybe 2017, when they released Kuban map, that wasn't good at all. Now it's unacceptable. I'm sure in New Korea it will be not better than this. Okay, Techno-chat on plus 5%. BPM down to 43 once again, plus 5% more. plus 5% more. She's slowing down, that's what I need. Plus 5% more. I don't need her to gain airspeed, just maintain 0 vertical speed and decelerate. And plus 5% more. It was too early. And throttle forward. And I must say my altitude is too much. I will have altitude less than 50 feet. Okay, let's dive a little bit, minus 5 inches of manifold pressure, and let her lower her nose, not to lose airspeed. That's how you lose altitude without changing your airspeed. That's for very minor losing or gaining altitude. Very minor descending and very minor climbing. That's for low level flight and for formation flying. And now pull up and throttle forward. When you're pulling up, your airspeed should decrease, but you adjust your power, engine power, so you maintain the same airspeed. This is critical for stabilized attitude, because I do not change my trim settings, and constant and standard trim settings are very convenient for formation flying. So I bet I can see I've got not enough power for stabilized straight and level attitude, but I will lose altitude because of that insufficient power. That's good for me when I'm losing. When I descend to about 40 feet above the surface, I will add some power. Okay, let's add. Oh, beautiful. It was 18.0, now it's 18.6. Perfect for me. That's too much. Maybe I should open cowl flaps a little bit and a little bit more. She's gaining altitude, that's too much. Let's reduce the power once again. So 80 feet is too much. I need to be lower than that, about 30-40 feet above the surface. That's low level. I'm not too far from the shoreline. I will be able to see all the terrain features. Even without a map, I can say that is Tsemes harbor, Novorossiysk over there, and Abrau-Durso over there. I know that area quite good. And while having in this game, while flying on low level, you will be able to see any surface vessels, so you will not find yourself too close to enemy ship, so you could be aware of enemy ship on your 12 or 11, so you can steer right or left to avoid getting into that AAA zone. Okay, I'm afraid to overcool my engine, so I've shut those cowl flaps, and I should reduce power. It was 18.2, let's make it 17.9. That's why I hate cold weather in this game. Okay, 17.95 will be good, I think. And it's exactly 40 feet altitude. That's low level, that's beautiful. My airplane is stabilized, so I don't need to waste too much of my attention to control heading, to control vertical speed. That's beautiful. I use standard 40% up elevator trim settings. That's about 10.8 on this gauge, but on this trim tab. But when you control your airplane, you shouldn't. No, that's too much. I think that's too much. This game has got beautiful physics, but mass balance, fuel balance counts not entirely right. We've got staged change of fuel left in each tank, so I think I've catch some of that stages. And as I said earlier, my fuselage fuel tank behind pilot's back is feeding my engine right now, so less and less fuel in that fuselage fuel tank, and because of less fuel in that tank, my P-40 lowering her nose down very, very slowly, very gently, and after that staged change of fuel left in that tank, she lowered her nose, and that's why I need a little bit more airspeed right now. So 3 or 4 minutes ago, 18.2 inches wasn't enough to maintain altitude, and now it's exactly the engine power I need to maintain that altitude, that constant zero vertical speed. And I think I'm able to open all shutters a little bit, just to make lose airspeed, because she's gaining altitude. That power is a little bit too much for now. And I need to open cowl flaps just a little bit more. She's I hope I will not overcool my engine because of that. And now I'm 60 feet up, that's too much. I need to be not more than 40 feet. Vertical speed is still positive. I don't need that. So let me see. I will not be able to set 18.0 manifold pressure, 18.2, 18.3. Yeah, but I think I will need to do that because engine is very cold. Okay, let's, yeah, reduce the manifold pressure a little bit. Okay, 18.0 is enough. 18.0 is okay. 18.2 was too much. 18.0 should be okay. Not every joystick will give you that opportunity to fine-tune your manifold pressure so precisely. So, well, that worked. As you can see, now I've got 40 feet, even less than 40 feet. That's 13, 12 or 13 meters. That's low level. I don't like this sea surface at all. Outdated. So from Il2 Korea, new game, I would expect more photorealistic sea surface, land surface, everything. And of course, combat pilot, we're looking forward to that beautiful game, but I'm sure some steps will be done, not forward but backwards. I'm sure that will be the case. This game's got beautiful physics now. I'm experiencing aerodynamic, how you call it, pillow, aerodynamic pillow cushion. So when your altitude is very low, you start experiencing additional lift on your wings. So that's why I do not crush the surface, do not collide with the surface. I can say my airspeed is not enough. That's why I'm losing altitude, but then I bounce from that aerodynamic cushion or aerodynamic pillow and go up. So should I probably should I give you a little bit more power? I don't know. I already closed All shutters, that's already yes, definitely I should adjust power. So now it's 18.0, let's make it 18.2. Once again, wasn't able. It's 18.6, too much. Yeah, 18.3. It's also gonna be too much, I think. But anyway, with that low turbulence, that's a beautiful mission. I'm very happy not to miss that opportunity to fly that mission. So let's see what we can see. Oh, that's a, I think that's a friendly surface vessels. I've lost 4 degrees of heading, unacceptable, my bad, I shouldn't. This is perfect conditions for me. P-40 is perfect. Low turbulence. 270 is my desired heading. So I'm probably somewhere here, and those are friendly ships, I think. I hope. Where are they? Maybe friendly, maybe not. Yeah, looks like it. Oh, as you can see, 18.2.3 inches is too much. Too much power. She starts gaining altitude. So back to 18 inches. Back to 18 inches. That's inconvenient, but what can you do with that? I think maybe a mixture. Oh, and I forget to reduce the. That's my bad. What should I do with the mixture? I should put it in auto lean. That's my bad. That's my bad. Without a lean, she will not overcool so much. And I need to adjust power a little bit. That's also good for me. And I will lose, and I will burn less fuel. Do not collide with the surface. Do not lose your heading. I should do that much earlier on a formation pattern, just when I leveled up, but I didn't do that. Or maybe formation pattern you could finish with that auto reach settings, and now it's auto lean. You need auto lean to maintain fuel, to save fuel, to preserve fuel. But if our game would have good statistics or good evaluation part of the game, you would require engine change or engine repair, maintenance and repair procedure earlier with auto lean mixture settings, flying with auto lean, because of high temperatures inside the cylinders, so your rims, how you call it, all the spare parts would wear much more. With auto lean, all engine parts, cylinders, pistons, rings, especially rings, bearings, valves, and so on. Where are those ships? I'm not able to see those ships. I should see enemy ships right on my 12, I think. Okay, close the cowl shutters. Make her accelerate a little bit because of that. And what I can say, it's not enough power. 19.7.6.7 not enough. Manifold pressure, let's increase it to maybe 20. 19.9 would be good. Yeah, 19.9, 20.0, and open cowl shutters a little bit. 20.0 is gonna be enough. So my altitude is 45 feet, a little bit too much. Open cowl shutters a little bit too. Slow down a little bit. I will not be able to adjust my throttle levers so precisely. So cowl shutters even on P-40 is very convenient tool to fine-tune your airspeed. It's too much. I would say I've got too much airspeed. She's climbing a little bit. She will stop climbing and start descending. But anyway, that's a low level, that's good. Once again, this game has got very ugly and unrealistic visibility. What I expect from Combat Pilot, and I will not play Korea, but in Combat Pilot I would like to see absolutely realistic visibility. So American Air Combat Patrol 2 Wildcats should not be able to see Japanese shadow an airplane if that airplane is hiding or using maneuvers. So do not get close to those air combat patrol wildcats, so you shouldn't be able to see on 4 or 5 miles range. Sometimes 2-3 miles is your visibility limit, so visibility should be realistic, and low level flying should add to your stealthiness. You should be able to stay stealthy flying low level. This game has got very ugly visibility settings, so anyone who would like to see 20 miles far, he would be able to see that far. That's not good. That makes multiplayer not as good as it could be. I know many players wouldn't agree with me, but you should give us 100% realism and some wide range of users setting options, so any user would be able to set up his own realism settings. But if you would like to set up 20 miles visibility range and no one will play with you, I'm sorry. Let them play with realistic visibility, but you will not be able to engage with them. So this game needs to be more developed in organization and preparation part of the game, and physics in terms of graphics and visibility. That's a little bit concerning. I'm not able to see any ships on my 12, on my 1 o'clock. I'm a little bit worried. They should be there. They really should be there. I don't want to hit those German ships convoy. I don't want to get inside that AAA zone. My target is front depot in, what was that? In 0904. That front depot, I will try and suppress flak units and do some strafing. It's more than 50 feet altitude, not good. I open cowl flaps a little bit more, let her lose altitude a little bit. Because of that cold weather, you're not able to do fine-tuning of your airspeed with your cowl flaps. When you're able of doing that, you could have absolutely stabilized attitude, and sometimes 50 seconds, 40 seconds, you do nothing with your airplane and she's maintaining heading ±0 degrees. And sometimes more than a minute, and sometimes more than 2 minutes. That's beautiful. Stabilized attitude flying is very convenient, very useful if you fly formation, if you fly long range missions. if you need comfortable formation, flying any type of formation will be available for you on that with using that technique. And sometimes you see how some squad flying and leader doesn't know how to maintain heading, how to maintain vertical speed. That's very sad. That's very disrespectful for group members. Well, people doesn't have any opportunity to fly in the right manner. They forced, they've got nothing left except flying with those leaders. That's very sad. So that is Anapa, I can see on my four or 9 o'clock, 4 o'clock I think, so somewhere there. I know why I'm not able to see those ships. I've got 1 or 2 meters wind speed, so wind's shifting me north, and I was too far. Yes, definitely. That convoy I should be able to see now. That German convoy I should be able to see now, and maybe it was destroyed. That's why I'm not able to know. If it would be destroyed, I would see no marker on map. That's another ugly feature that shouldn't be. I should paint this enemy target marker, and that marker shouldn't disappear when target is destroyed, so that's unrealistic. Maybe I will see that target. I hope not on my 12 o'clock, so I will not be forced to do any evasive maneuvering. Beautiful stabilized attitude, low level flying, I just love it. Looking forward for that. Return to base, low level flying, and looking forward to that AAA suppression pattern, and it will not be my standard pattern, but I will do that AAA suppression. Let's hope I will survive. I will not have any damages. And that was another stage change of fuel left in my fuselage tank. My P-40 once again lowered her nose, and that's why I need a little bit more airspeed. It will be easy, very easy for me. I just shut down my cowl flutters a little bit, but I'm okay with losing altitude. That's 30 feet altitude, that's altitude I like, but because of that vertical speed wobble and airspeed wobble, and I'm not trimmed well, so she's losing heading. That's bad. I should watch my heading, maintain 270 plus minus 1 degree, and closing cowl shutters, fully closed, so I wouldn't collide the surface. I will not collide the surface, but because of that aerodynamic cushion, and I can see that target. Turn left, turn left, turn left, turn left, additional power, do not collide the surface. Turn left, right on my 12 o'clock, just like I predicted. Right on my 12 o'clock. Let's hope they will not open fire. They could do that, and I will shift north. 330 is my next heading. Next heading. Throttle back. Level up. Okay, she's gonna be stabilized in a moment. Those enemy ships I can see they already been. Oh, they wouldn't do anything to me. They almost destroyed. No, maybe. No, maybe not. That's optical delusion, I think. That's why you should practice. Those surface vessels, surface targets are very good practice also. So that's definitely German convoy, and I know exactly where I am. That also shouldn't be like that. I've changed my heading and now I'm gaining altitude. Oh no, I forgot to reduce the throttle. I should have 20.0 manifold pressure, and I had, okay, let's turn left on 315 heading. No, it's intact, absolutely. They didn't destroy any ship, maybe. I hope I will not meet any enemies on my route flying. I don't mind any air-to-air combat maneuvering, but I can afford myself that in a different, in another mission, but not right now. Okay, 270 heading to 20.0 manifold pressure will be fine for me. And I should keep my eyes open. Watch my 6. And watch my heading. I've lost 2 degrees of heading. 270, and what can I say? I will fly about 5 minutes west and then turn right and maybe start climbing. So good. No one there, of course it's not too much players on Finnish server. That was surely my mistake, my error. I didn't switch to auto lean right away from the start. I've wasted some fuel because of that, and I will need that fuel. And you even able to see that so shoreline, it's 60, about maybe 40 miles towards that 40 miles range, and you're able to see that shoreline. Not sure that's possible. Okay, turn right, a little bit additional power. New heading's gonna be 0, 0, 0, and probably I should start climbing. Yeah, definitely I should start climbing. Throttle back. She gained too much airspeed. Level up. Okay. Now I'm somewhere here. Okay, let's start climbing. Plus 5% elevator trim up, RPM up to 72%. On this airplane I watch Technochat RPM because of very inconvenient RPM gauge on P-40. Plus 5% more. Do not let her lower her nose. Plus 5% more. Plus 5% more. Plus 5% more. And plus 5% more. Technochat off. I don't need it anymore. Throttle forward. Let's say she's stabilized. Not quite, but something like stabilized attitude. Those 25.3 manifold pressure inches manifold pressure it should be lower than that because of quite low ambient temperature, but I've got I should open up my cowl flaps, or I will overheat my engine, and my mixture is ultra lean, so you need to add more manifold pressure when you've got ultra lean mixture. That's something thermodynamic thing inside the cylinders, so we got more temperature and we need to add some pressure, have more pressure also. And I will climb 3000 feet. That's enough for me to start my AAA suppression, standard operational procedure. Not standard, it will be not standard, some operational procedure. Well, actually, I could do it standard. Actually, I could do that, but visibility is very poor. I'm not able to see that flak unit. I will not be able to see that flak unit, so I should do that in a different way, not standard. Okay, technochat on, transition into straight and level, minus 10% elevator trim, RPM down to 43%, she's lowering her nose, use that time to get your aileron, minus 5% more, then let her gain pitch nose up. Minus 5% more. When she starts pitching her nose up, you reduce elevator trim. So let her accelerate, but do not increase her vertical speed. And technochat on, I don't need it anymore. More or less stabilized. 0, 0, 0 heading. And what can I say? I'm too far to the east. I should turn left. Let's turn left. That's gonna be 3-4 degrees bank angle turn. Without, in case of group line, that wouldn't be delay turn, that's simultaneous turn. And I need to adjust my power. So let's make it 19.1 inches of manifold pressure. 345 will be my heading. Still not enough. Level up. 345. Let's make it 20.0. 20.1 manifold pressure. Okay, my target is over there. So what should I do? How should I approach my target? I'm somewhere here. Somewhere here I will turn left, then brake right and start. AAA suppression pattern from the south. My attack heading is gonna be 0, 0, 0. If I'm not mistaken. I think I'm not. the turn left. Beautiful. That's the cape I can see, the beachhead I can see. My target should be on that beachhead. I'll wait a little bit more and then do transition into combat mode. That will require opening hull shutters on 3/4, RPM to 3/4 level, manifold pressure to 30 inches and some trim adjustments, increase in airspeed, and then I will start my AAA suppression pattern. Definitely I shouldn't do any turns now, so I'm approaching this path 330. When I'm here I will brake left and start AAA suppression pattern, approaching and diving, and do wave wobbling up and down in order to do evasive maneuver against that flak unit fire, and I will try to note the flak unit and strafe it, but not head. That will be not head-to-head approach. I will turn in the last moment. That's how you should do your AAA suppression. Not head-to-head attack. Head-to-head, I mean when you fly straight towards that flak unit. That's not right. Even if you do wave wobbling up and down wobbling, that's not right. This game's got very weird flak units behavior. In old Il-2 they were not excellent, but they were much better than in this game. They were more capable and sometimes predictable, and you should sweat a little bit, you should work harder to make that evasive maneuvering. This game doesn't give you that, so quite an easy flak unit suppression. But anyway, Now I'm still on my fourth mission stage. That's route flying from airbase to attack zone, and very soon I will start my fifth mission stage, red stage. That's a dark green stage, and formation after takeoff was light green stage, third stage, and taxiing was second orange stage, and preparation was first gray stage. So I can see the target already. Not yet, but something I'm able to see. If someone's covering that target, which I doubt very much, they would see me also. That moment I should keep my eyes open. Okay, combat mode. Combat mode requires different track IR settings also. And let's start. First, cowl shutters on 3/4 open. Okay. RPM to 72%. Manifold pressure to 30 inches. 1/4 elevator trim and 2/3 rudder. Okay. Fine. All set. And I forgot to set auto reach. I forgot that. My bad. I'm very rusty. Lack of operational readiness is very big. And I'm quite far to the east also. I'm quite far from objective. Not good also. That's not too bad. You always can use that range to accelerate, to gain airspeed without overheating your engine. That's very crucial. Okay, and let's brake left. Brake left, brake left. I can see the target. I hope will be some Opel Blitz trucks and tank wagons over there. And I really hope I will not be damaged by that flak units. I should do my best for that. I will start descending, not by the straight line. Descending profile should be with waves, not straight. Those trees. They will open fire on me very soon. In old Il-2 they would fire on me already. I'm not able to see any flak units. That's too bad. I can see one. I can see one. I wasn't in position to. That was almost head-to-head attack. That was a nice hit, but unrealistic. It shouldn't be so easy to hit to destroy a flak unit. It shouldn't be so easy. I definitely would harm the crew and that flak unit position, but I wouldn't destroy it. And evasive maneuvering. Evasive maneuvering, just power. Get out from the flak unit. Firing zone, effective zone, and regroup. I will not do that regroup pattern to not to lose any time. That was one flak unit. Where is another? I couldn't see another. Airplanes feels quite weird. I hope I've got any damages. So now I should climb 1000 feet per minute vertical speed, 330 or 345. Heading, and I should keep my eyes open. That flak unit have destroyed some own vehicle, I think. Turn left, maintaining vertical speed to 70, level up to 70, watch your 6, maintain vertical speed, adjust manifold pressure to 30 inches. Where is another flak unit? Turn left once again. 225 will be my new heading. Level up. Watch out vertical speed. Watch your vertical speed. Okay, turn left once again. One 80, level up, watch your vertical speed. I think I can see something. Maybe that's an enemy flak unit. Okay, brake left. I'm too close. I'm not able to see any flak units anymore. No, I can see one. That's a good approach, I think. I hope I can see something. Maybe that's 88. No. Oh, that was dangerous. Well, what can I say? I probably was too close and I was unlucky. That was the issue. I wasn't able to see that flak unit and I probably was too close. I should turn harder should turn harder left. Yes, that's maybe I will learn those flak units layout. Unfortunately, this is another unsuccessful mission. I had unsuccessful mission on A20 I think 2 weeks ago. Last week I had on only research and development mission. Well, nothing you can do with that. I really got no time for another flight. And thank you all for watching, who might watch this, and see you maybe next Saturday. I will do, that's gonna be Russian speaking A20 stream, Russian commentary. On A20 combat mission, not combat, I would do another training mission on Steel Sky server, maybe. And for those who might consider squad, I will do diplomacy stream later today, maybe. I don't know, 6-7 hours later, maybe 8 hours later. So that's sometimes that happens. For my error or my mistake, I was my initial descending heading should be a little bit to the right, so I could do more sharp turning to that target. So my turn wasn't quite sharp, and that was a mistake. I'm very rusty, I should practice that more. But with this Finnish server, I will do those practices at least once a month. I should do that, maybe 2 times a month. I should start practicing. That's gonna be good practice for me. Thanks God, Finnish server is alive. Very unfortunate, I'm very sorry for not completing that mission in 0.2, very rare turbulence, very rare for me. Turbulence is atrocious on this server. So I would suppress flak units over here, do some strafing, and then egress north and do return to base, route flying on a low level somewhere here, and then to Khanskaya. Over there do approach, overhead brake pattern, of course, training, and normal landing. But what you can do, that's a combat aviation simulator. I was, well, basically unlucky, but I didn't do my best. I should avoid that mistake on next attempts. And thank you all for watching, and goodbye, see you later.